America what women have to do to get there. And usually it's, they got to have balls of steel and put their family at the background, and be the kind of women that, a man could, have a beer with and play golf with. And it's like, but that's not your
Mm.
average sauce.
You guys, I always sit here and take in my space. And I'm coming in with a quick chat on mm, everything that's going on. So, um, I literally just came out the store and I went in to just grab that one item. I got that one item and I left, and I am so proud of myself, you guys. I'm getting better and better in executing, what I need to get instead of just getting extra stuff. But to make a long story short, I'm looking for a wipe. Oh, you guys, I just hate little dust in my car. Um, I was in a store and I'm nosy, you guys. I'm nosy in the sense everywhere I go, I'm making, light conversations with everybody. And also, along the way, I am learning. So, because I do not celebrate, I'm not a big holiday celebratory type person, although I love, celebrating like Kwanzaa and Juneteenth and stuff like that. You know, I know those are man made holidays, but those are holidays with a purpose. And every holiday should be with a purpose. Like, I don't think we should be celebrating Valentine's Day, nor do I think, we don't celebrate Sweetest Day properly. So, quick story, I was in the Dollar Tree grabbing an item, and I just overhear the store manager saying that they don't have Sweetest Day cards. And I said, oh, I didn't think that was a real holiday, just laughing. And so she was like, yeah. And so this woman just came from out of nowhere and she said, well, Sweetest Day it's a real holiday. But the reason why they celebrate it is for the wrong reason. I said, yeah. I said, I think it's a holiday for the man, that like a reverse Valentine's Day. And so she was like, yeah. I said, well, I'm not a big I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. I said, nor do I celebrate, Sweetest Day. I said, because I just never really buy into the commercialism of, like generating holidays. Because y'all, there's going to be a holiday every damn day of the year if we keep on up at this, because everybody wants to celebrate something. I think celebrating is masking, responsibilities. But so she said, well, Sweetest Day is a holiday for giving to the poor and the unfortunate. So on that day, people go around and they give gifts, whether it's financial, whether it's, like gifts of food, clothing, basically anything they need. Like if you're at a gas station and like here in the city, it is very typical to see people standing at the gas station, asking if they can pump your gas or, stuff like that, or holding the door for you if you were to go, pay, indoor at the gas station. And so in a lot of gas stations, I'm not gonna say all of them, a lot of gas stations that could be typical in the city. And so when she said that, she was like, yeah, Sweetest Day is that day, when you seeing people out begging, not begging, but like, if you see someone in need, give them something. You can give them something to, in other words, to let them know that you support them and, like a well wish and stuff like that. So I said, you know what? I'm glad you told me, because I just brushed Sweetest Day off as another over commercialized holiday. I don't see any cards for Sweetest Day. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and research that right quick. Now, the young lady who told me that, her and I had a very interesting talk, because we were talking about, like people celebrating Valentine's Day. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think, we should be celebrating Valentine's Day. I say, that is also an over commercialized holiday. And I said, people, they don't understand the real meaning. Now, am I guilty of celebrating Valentine's Day? I do tell people Happy Love Day. I don't say Happy Valentine's Day. I just say Happy Love Day, because Valentine's Day is not originally about love, nor, as we know, Columbus Day, nor, is Thanksgiving, nor is Christmas. So we kind of generate these holidays, to give a reason to celebrate, but we should be celebrating life every single day, right? We should be lifting up our revolutionaries, our positive revolutionaries, not the ones Amanda Seal was talking about with her crazy self. But we should be celebrating people at those moments every day. So I just thought I'd just drop in real quick and share that. And that was just a very interesting conversation. And, I'm one of those type of people. If you were to ever see me, I am that person because I am so curious. I just make conversations with random people all the time. When I say all the time. And I think that's building community. That was a teachable moment for me, because as me just knocking it off as a holiday that they're trying to pump up, to celebrate men, I'm taking it as a moment to, like, reflect, like, okay, so on Sweetest Day, how can I contribute to the greater good? Yeah. But I'm going to research what she told me. Not that I don't believe her, but it's always best to check your resources. So with that in mind, what are you doing for Sweetest Day now that you know the reason behind it? Chat with you soon. Bye.